cordial relationship existing between Igbo stakeholders in Anambra State and Fulani leaders residents in the state appeared to have gone up in smoke following a reported walkout staged by the Fulani leaders during a meeting with the police and the stakeholders. While staging the walkout, the Fulani leaders allegedly warned the gathered stakeholders to be mindful of their confrontational attitude, as they were not ready to tolerate such approach in matters. They reportedly warned that the stakeholders do not need to confront them just because they saw Fulani boys carrying AK-47 rifles to protect themselves from unwarranted attacks. It will be recalled that 6 AK-47 rifles were seen hanging on the shoulders of 4 Fulani boys at Umualu community in Oka South local government area of the state, and the villagers trailed the 4 boys who were riding 2 motorcycles to Isiagu community, also in Oka South local government area, where they reside. When the news of the brazen possession of firearms spread across the council area, the stakeholders convened a crucial meeting with the police and Fulani leaders in the state and raised the matter for deliberation. The stakeholders told the Fulani leaders in the presence of men of the State Investigation and Intelligence Bureau (SIB) Oka that they were surprised that their boys were displaying the arms in public without being mindful of the fact that this was tantamount to an unlawful possession of firearms. They expressed disappointment that the security agencies in the state did not make any attempts to arrest the Fulani boys for unlawful possession of firearms, adding that if it were to be Igbo boys found with such arms, they would have been arrested, tortured, and charged to court. But rather than explain the circumstances warranting the possession of the AK-47 rifles or apologize on behalf of their boys, the Fulani leaders allegedly told the stakeholders to do their worst. According to them, their boys must always bear arms to protect themselves against religious, ethnic, and tribal attacks from any quarters. At this stage, they walked out of the meeting and insisted that there was nothing wrong with their boys being in possession of firearms to protect themselves. One of the stakeholders and traditional ruler of Ifiteduno community in Dukonfia local government area of the state, Igwe Dr. Emeka Iluno, who was at the meeting, told newsmen that they stakeholders were shocked to their bone marrow, considering the way the Fulani leaders brazenly displayed their disregard and arrogance, even in the presence of the policemen. If it were to be Igbos that were found in possession of AK-47 rifles, even if they were vigilance operatives, they would have been arrested with immediate effect and tagged terrorists. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you see the way some people comment? A lot of people just comment and they are not just, trying to, they comment and just say it the way it is. They will go straight to the president. People will just go to the president that this man is not doing the right thing. This man is in full support with these people. And it's evident. You can imagine the audacity. Now they are justifying it. No wonder the police, they've been pussyfooty. And I'm even shocked that even the stakeholders in that state are even surprised that if it were to be Igbo boys, that they would have swung into action. Why will you be surprised with all of these things that have been happening? They know they are not ready to do anything because we know that something is going on somewhere. And that was why Governor Okowa called on President Muhammadu Buhari that you need to say something. You need to talk to the police so that the police will be able to take actions. Like I said, it speaks volume. That statement from Okowa, which everybody knows, because everybody like, oh, why would you be calling him? Don't you know he's the one behind all of this? And the president has never deemed it fit to even address this issue. It's been if there's an opportunity to even interview him, because I don't even know those who interview him, because he does not even talk to anybody. Unless maybe you hear from his spokespeople, Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina. If you ask him today, he will tell you that these people don't go with AK-47, that they go with 6. That is what he will continue to tell you. Can you imagine the audacity? Is it not evidence? Is it not evidence? These are the same people that they want to create Ruga so that the Ruga will be all over the place. Can you see the arrogance? And meanwhile, these Fulani leaders, they've been playing along with this the host community. They always come out to say, oh, we are going to live in peace. We've been together. We've been this. We've been that. But can you imagine what, the way they displayed and they worked out, and that what is wrong in that? And what the stakeholders are saying is that they were even shocked that even in the presence of the police, they said that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So it's been they've confirmed it. What people have been talking before, they've confirmed it that it is not a bad thing to go with all those rifles because it is to protect themselves. And why did police could not say anything? That means all the police, they've received orders. We've never heard that these people have been convicted. How can somebody be going with all of these things? Hey, my goodness. And they are committing this thing day in, day out. Honestly, if it were to be in other Senate community, the president would have been impeached. But who do we have? See, the ones that they were the one that even installed the Gbajabi Amila and the Hamad Lawa. They installed them there. They can't do anything. You could see that their hands are tied because they put them there specifically not to be able to challenge them. They are supposed to work independently, but with the way we are seeing things, even the Senate president has said anything that the president brings, that they will accept it because anything that he requests for is for the good of Nigerians. But can you see what is happening? In broad daylight, these people walked out and they are still trying to justify the reason why they saw all of those things in the possession of their people. At the end of the day, they will tell you that their people are not the ones responsible for all of these things. I don't even need to talk much. But with this, their display now, it shows and to the whole world that these people are the ones behind all of these things. Do you know the way they have been pretending, oh, we want to live in peace with our host communities, we've been respecting them, but you know that they cannot just even, because they've caught them now red-handed, and they are like, okay, do your worst, whatever you want to do, they just walked away. Oh my goodness. Someone says, I am not Igbo, but I will advise Igbo people to forget political ambition for now and protect their people. Life is more precious than any other thing. So, if the so-called leaders of the Fulanis, if they could be displayed like that, then how do you expect them, expect the host community to continue to live with them, or to say, oh, we don't even want you, since you are supporting these people? Who does that? Who has the right to go with all of these ammunition, if not for the police, those people who, by constitution, they are supposed to handle all these ammunition? Now they are justifying that they can do that. Do you now see the reason why they don't want an Amotekun? Do you now see the reason why they don't want the establishment of Amotekun, and they are so angry about Amotekun? And to put sort upon injury, they are still telling them that they want to be recruited into that place. Can you see? I think the Southwest people should know this. Of course, those ones, they are really moving higher. They are moving higher. You can imagine. You can imagine. Hey. Someone says, have you noticed that the North is on penal code and the South is on criminal code? Have you noticed that the Southerners who are commissioner of police in the North hardly makes arrests? No, that they do not. No, they do not. Not that they do not have a criminal, but all the Northerners who are commissioners of police in the South make daily arrests in the entire South. It simply implies that there are more criminals in the South than you have in the North. Yet the South doesn't possess AK-47s. Who is terrorizing who? The Fulani are in the South to map out strategy to overrun the entire South at their own appropriate time. You can see them with their Okada, shoe shiners, and hawkers. Be wise, everyone. From somebody, from the person that says that Igbo people should, to forget about their political ambition and try to protect themselves. Someone says, I hope that proceedings in that meeting was recorded. Show it to the world and equip your youth with rifle too. It is not clear. It is now clear that the police is Fulani police and not Nigerian police. Defend yourselves. Hey, hey. No wonder the president came out and said, oh, you don't have to do anything if you suspect anybody, or you get some people caught, just hand over them to the police. They know how to do the whole thing at the end of the day, to forgive them, pardon them, and send them abroad for schooling. That is what is now happening. What is this? What is this? Honestly, what is this? I can't just even fathom this. Someone say, who even invites those people for a meeting? Give them quick notice like Delta State did. You are calling for a meeting in your own land. Do Fulanis call for meeting before they chop one's head in the North? It is painful and the president is not addressing this issue. He's not going to address this issue, even if you wait till now, wait from now to eternity. Wait eternity is not going to do anything. It's clear. It's clear. These people are saying yes, they are justifying the reason why their boys should be, protect themselves with that. Oh my goodness, it's really unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Someone says here that foolish Southeast governors making friends with terrorist herdsmen, Boko Haram jihadists, and even the police. You people are helping with what's happening now, and you are helping the Fulani also, to carry out their evil acts. Can they be kidnapped secretly? By the time they meet without trace, it will be known to them that the jungle don't mature. It's unfortunate too. If this leader, the so-called leaders that have been romancing with the stakeholders, with the host communities, and the host communities are like, trying to pamper them, to romance with them. Now they are coming out to tell you that you can do your worst, anything you want to do, just do it. We don't care. How can you tell our people not to protect them? That why are they confronting them? It has gone to that level. Let us see what will happen at the end of the day. Since the stakeholders are saying, oh, they are shocked that these people could really display in this manner, and the police people were there. What do you think? So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this. No be only me go fit talk am. Leave your comments below and let's have